Suzuki GSX-R1000 review. Check it out. Hey guys, Mark here, hope you're all well today. Well, I have another awesome piece of kit for you today. A Suzuki GSX-R1000, kindly loaned to me by the guys at Crescent Suzuki here in Bournemouth in the south of England. Got a beautiful spring day to test it. So let's just run through quickly, get these specs out of the way. This is the base model. GSX-R1000, and this model comes in at £13,799. That's currently here in the UK in May 2019. You can get the R model for £16,499, which has a lean sensitive ABS, got a quick shifter on the up and down, and launch control. But I'll say this is just the base model. You can also get the BSB replica, British Superbike replica, at £19,999, so whoppingly expensive. This has got the all-conquering inline-4 GSX-R engine in it with 999 cc's, and it's coming in at 202 PS, which is about 198 horsepower at 13,000 RPM, so absolutely blisteringly fast. You know, riding this is like being strapped to a missile. 117 newton meters of torque at 10,800 revs, and we have a 202 kilo curb weight ready to go. 825 millimeter seat height, so not too bad there, and a reasonably small, I would say, 16 litre fuel tank, and this is going to average around about 45 to the gallon, I would have thought, with reasonably sensible riding. And this bike has a very, very nice Yoshimura aftermarket can put on it, because I don't know if you know, but as standard these bikes do come with a pretty horrendous looking silencer, so that's a really worthy addition, that one. We've got a 120 on the front tyre and a 190 rear. These are Bridgestone Battle Axe Racing Street RS 10. We have beautiful Brembo brakes on the front. This model has traction control, and we have power modes as well. So let's just take a few moments and have a look around this beautiful bike. So guys, here we are on board. Wow, what a piece of kit. So straight off, no TFT on this, it's just the LCD display, but you can see a huge amount of information there. Get the camera right in there. Everything you need in there: mileometer, air temperature, fuel, range, trip meters, LCD rev counter, power mode, traction control, absolutely amazing piece of kit. So no electronic suspension on this, it's just got the Showa big piston forks by the look of it. Let's fire this beast up and see what she sounds like. It's got one touch start, so just a very quick press and she fires up, and wow, that can sounds absolutely amazing. So I've always been a fan of the GSX-R1000. I was lucky enough to own a K5 in 2006 myself. K5 widely regarded as one of the best GSX-Rs ever made. So let's go back a bit. 2001, I believe this bike first came out, the K1 model, and even then it was one formidable motorcycle, 150 odd horsepower back in those days. Incredible handling, very lightweight, I believe, about 170 kilos back in those days. And it's got a bit porkier now with all the electronics and stuff. I say, yeah, the K5 in 2005, and now you've got this monster with near on 200 horsepower. So let's just do the usual and work through the bike. Talk about the various things. So I'm really actually quite impressed with this. It's a sports bike, but I've been on this for over an hour now, and the riding position, the ergonomics, the leg position, the screen, it's all really good for a sports bike. It's actually, dare I say it, quite comfortable. The screen is quite high and the wind's going right over my head. That's really good. The seat's quite comfortable. The clip-ons aren't too low underneath the top yoke, and the leg position is really nice as well. There's actually a bit of room to move your legs about. So I say I'm only a 5'7" height guy, but it fits me a treat. And I think if you're a bigger guy, 6 foot, you'll still be okay with this. So the mirrors, I can see half of my elbows, but you can still see a good way behind, so they're all pretty good. Now, being a Suzuki, it's going to have a brilliant gearbox, and this is no exception. Really light touch on the gear change, snicks in and out of the gearbox beautifully. So obviously you need a racetrack to fully exploit the performance of this, but let's give it some power. Second gear. My word. That thing has some power. I think you'd be very hard pushed to use the full power of any modern or any older litre performance bike on the public roads, to be honest. Now the handling of this is absolutely awesome. No electronic suspension on this, but you've got brilliantly damped Showa front forks which really hold the road well. And we'll just do a brake test. Yeah, those Brembos bite super hard. So let's take this down to, in top gear, down to about 30, see what she feels like. So being an inline 4, it should be perfect at 30 miles an hour, there we go. 30 mile an hour, 2000 revs, super smooth. Open her up, full throttle, 30, 40, 50, 60, wow. And the noise that comes up from the airbox is fabulous. So yeah, I'm very impressed with the riding position on this bike. It's It's not too extreme at all. Quite impressed with that. So the dash is very, very big to look at, so that's a plus point. Lots of information there, but it's all very clear. Gears, miles an hour, trip meter. Yeah, I'm loving that. It's really good. So on this bike, the clutch, unfortunately, is non-adjustable, but it's actually where it's at now is perfect for my hands, and I've got average size hands, so pretty good. The front brake is adjustable by the look of it. Yeah. Now, being a Suzuki GSX-R, the engine is incredibly raw sounding. There's a few little tingles that go through the sort of foot pegs and the bars, but nothing to worry about at all. So let's just give this some power again, just experience this might of this engine. Whoa. Yeah. The only thing I can liken it to is, I've never done it, but if you could imagine being strapped to a missile and it was fired off into space, that's what this thing feels like. Absolutely incredibly powerful. I mean, it's a very kind of competitive class this. You've got the BMW S1000 RR, the R1, you've got this one, Kawasaki ZX-10, Aprilia RSV. They're all insanely powerful now. Let's just see how this pulls in fourth gear. So fourth gear, wide open throttle. Yeah, absolutely amazing. Now the suspension, obviously it's a sports bike, does feel pretty firm. But it reminds me a bit of my Ninja 636. It gives you a good, firm, sporty ride, but for the bump management, it feels like they've got it set up just right for the road. Just try it round these bends. Oh, it's just lovely. Yeah, what a piece of kit. Engine 5 stars, handling brilliant, brakes are really strong. I must admit that I'm just loving the riding position and the leg position. It's fantastic for a sports bike, it really is nice. Could ride this all day, to be honest. Ah, police slow. See what this goes like into neutral. That's nice. We'll leave it running for the obligatory sound test, but you know it's going to sound amazing. Cool. Well guys, that is an awesome piece of kit, as you would expect. See what she's like to push around. So this weighs around about 200 kilos wet. Yeah, that's fine. No problem at all. You can move that around your garage a treat. Let's just talk about the seat height. So say I've got a 30-inch inside leg, and I'm on my tiptoes, to be honest. My heels are about 2 inches up off the ground. So if you're a shorter rider than 5'7", unless you've got very long legs, you're going to struggle with this. This is really sort of average height guys and above, really, I would say, for this. But it doesn't feel heavy when you sit on it like this. Feels nice and light to chuck about. But you know, very impressive piece of kit. Suzuki GSX-R1000, guys. So what do you think of that? You like it? If you do, please give me a thumbs up. Please share and subscribe. And post your comments. I always try and reply to them all. As always, there's a bit of a discussion on these missile bikes for the road. Are they too fast, or are they just plain fun? I'm both ways. I love them to bits, but yeah, they are pretty fast for the road, but they're a barrel of fun, they really are. Anyway guys, all the best, take care, and I'll catch you again soon. Cheers.